Hi, my name is Felipa, and this is day 54 of reading this big Bible. That's my year-long reading plan. So I have finally made it out of the book of Judges. I am in the book of Ruth, and essentially what we have is a man by the name of Elimelech, and he has a wife, Naomi, 2 sons. They have wives, but then the sons and the man died, and Naomi, the wife, she appeals to her daughters-in-law, and she says, you guys go return to your lands, and Naomi will return to her country of Moab. And the one daughter-in-law leaves. The other one says, no, I want to come with you. I want to follow you. I want to follow your Lord. I want to go back to where you are from. So they went back to Bethlehem. And once they get there, one of the daughter-in-laws, Ruth, she goes into the fields of Boaz, one of the guys of the village. And he happens to actually be, it says, a mighty man of wealth of the family of Elimelech. So he is of the same family. So she goes into the field and she helps gather the wheat, and she hangs out with his handmaidens, and she catches his eye, and she's, acting all proper and stuff. And so he really likes her. And then Naomi plans for Ruth to get married to him. And she says, go, I'm thinking this sounds pretty PG. She says, go lay at his feet and he will decide if he will take you as a wife. And here there's a depiction of Naomi and her daughter-in-laws, and a verse that says, and Ruth said, for whither thou goest, I will go, and where thou lodgest, I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, and thy God my God. And I said, I wrote here, we must be good so others will follow, and trust that by extension, the Lord is good too. And not to think that the Lord is bad, but I think some people need more kind of belief and trust in that. So if they see one person who's good that they can trust, then they will kind of by extension trust God. And so here we have Boaz and Ruth. She's gathering the barley in the field, and she goes and she lies at his feet, and he says, listen, we have to make this proper. I will not make you my wife. I first have to kind of declare to the village and to the nation like what I'm up to, and that to basically see if the inheritance of Naomi's husband is going to anybody else. So he calls into judgment the next kinsman, and he says, there's a parcel of land which was our brother Elimelech's, and somebody needs to either redeem it or it'll go to me. And he ends up buying the inheritance, and he ends up marrying Ruth. So, and it says here in chapter 4, verse 9, and Boaz said unto the elders and unto all the people, ye are witnesses this day, and that I have bought all that was Elimelech's, and all that was Chilion and Mahlon's of the hand of Naomi. And these are those sons that I talked about. And then it just basically goes that Ruth bears a son named Obed, and he is the grandfather of David. And we end the book of Ruth, this little section here. And it says, Naomi took the child and laid it in her bosom and became nurse unto it. And the women, her neighbors, gave it a name, saying, there is a son born to Naomi, and they called his name Obed. He is the father of Jesse, the father of David. And we end on these generations. And at the very end says, and Obed begat Jesse, and Jesse begat David. So that is the book of Ruth, the loyalty of the daughter-in-law to the mother-in-law. They travel back to Moab, the faith in God and the Lord. And tomorrow is day 54, and I move on to the first book of Samuel. So I'll see you then.